Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live 10 at 10.
They were wondering if someone was going to be home during the day, and if nobody was going to be home, then there would be an empty house for someone to possibly come and rob.
If you get a call from UPS or FedEx about a package delivery, it's likely a scam hitting the Red River Valley.
Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. We're heading into one of the busiest online shopping seasons. Last year, the community was on high alert over package thieves. Now there's a scam you should be watching out for.
An area woman says someone claiming to be a FedEx representative called her about a drop-off. The problem is they don't do that. Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Nicole Johnson investigates.
I just thought it was odd because we get packages all the time, and that was the first time we've ever had a call.
Tammy Sadek is still thinking about a phone call she got from someone claiming to be with FedEx.
Just was kind of scary.
The automated voice over the phone said something similar to this.
This is FedEx calling. We have a package set to be delivered to you Thursday. The package needs to be signed for. If you are not going to be home, please press 5.
The caller, wanting to know if she would be home, freaked out Sadek.
If nobody was going to be home, then there would be an empty house for someone to possibly come and rob, or who knows what.
FedEx told me over email they don't make automated calls to customers. It's called the delivery break-in scam, according to the Better Business Bureau. They say watch out for anyone asking what the best day to deliver a package would be. Generally, UPS or FedEx would leave a note on your door. So if you get a call, hang up and call back the legitimate delivery company. Don't trust that number on your caller ID either. The BBB says scammers are really good at looking legit. In this case, not good enough to trick Sadek into giving out information.
We're a rural community and people are in the field all the time around here, and there's a lot of empty houses.
While Sadek just hung up, FedEx says anyone who gets a similar call should tell police about it. Nicole Johnson, Valley News Live.
FedEx is also warning about an email scam that's going around. The subject line says shipping confirmation and wants you to verify your info. FedEx does not send unsolicited emails, so if you get one, delete it or forward it to abuse@fedex.com.
A mother reached out to us complaining that dispatch wouldn't send officers to get her son out of a locked car this weekend at the Nelson Pumpkin Patch in Emerado, North Dakota. Grand Forks County Sheriff Bob Rost explains why no one was sent to help the family.
And law enforcement should know, if they don't know, that all you got to do is call locksmith. He'll come out and do it when there's a child involved. All the cars have electric locks right now. We used to use the Slim Jims and things like that. You snag a wire in there, you could short the car out and it'll burn up. So that's why we stopped doing it. It's a liability issue.
Sheriff Ross says the locksmiths, at least in the Grand Forks County area, will unlock your car for free if it's an emergency situation.
Losing the love of your life is hard enough. Making matters worse is finding out someone was trying to get a credit card in their name almost a year later. Ramona Gravedahl's husband, Donald, died in December. Last week, she received a credit card letter addressed to him saying he needed to verify information to get the card.
He didn't believe in credit cards at all. Like I said, we only used it when we traveled.
Gravedahl says she's not going to respond to the letter. Grand Forks police say this is an important reminder for everyone to make sure you're checking on the well-being, financially and physically, of your older loved ones. This story came to us via our whistleblower hotline. If you'd like us to check something out that might be suspicious or concerning in your community, call our hotline now at 701-237-6576. Do so and leave your tip.
The three candidates for governor took the stage tonight in Bismarck. Doug Burgum, Marvin Nelson, and Marty Riskey discussed a variety of issues, but focused a lengthy amount of discussion on the state budget, education, and Medicaid expansion in the state. But some were more concerned with issues they didn't hear enough about.
People are really concerned about property taxes. They think they're out of control, regardless of whether they agree with how it's done or whether they agree with the buy down or whatever. They do think that they're out of control.
The candidates also dedicated a significant amount of time talking about drug problems, including drug addiction in the state.
Fargo Mayor Tim Mahoney says the FM diversion project will move forward and the city will most likely have to go through litigation to get the Minnesota Department of Natural Resources to agree on the permitting. Mahoney responded after the DNR today said no to the FM diversion project and cannot move forward as proposed. Officials say the project doesn't meet the requirement to be a reasonable and practical solution, and the concerns of upstream communities have not yet been addressed, with some of the impacts of the diversion possibly being severe and not reversible. Mayor Mahoney says he's disappointed, adding that the people of this region deserve and demand a lasting solution to flooding.
We require a better barrier than plastic between us and a rising river. I don't think it's fair to us as a group community that we have to depend on emergency measures to protect the city.
The North Dakota Army Corps of Engineers had hoped to start work on one of the project's main features next month.
An investigator says NDSU's president did not violate higher ed policies when dealing with media rules for athletics coverage. The attorney found that Brishani did not lie when he said he did not know about the media guidelines before they were issued July 29th. The report did say that his communication and decision-making could have been better. The media guidelines were announced July 29th and rescinded by Brishani on August 2nd. He was criticized over the guidelines that some in local media felt were too restrictive. Local media that did not win the bids were upset. Forum Communications was one that was very vocal about the change, even calling for Brishani to resign in one editorial. But they wanted restrictions if they won the bid. Valley News Live won the television rights to broadcast football games.